Horse racing fans, welcome back to Gallop Racer. We are in the last month, first week here, December, and we are currently leading first place in the jockey standings. We'll be closing out the card today with 6 races, 3 opens, 1 grade 2, and 2 grade 1s. Should be a stat card here for us. Fillies, mares, colts, everybody's up. I don't think we have a race in the first week though, so let's double check here. And Fast Navy, I couldn't find a race for him, so I think he'll be done for the year. He carries a handicap at every other race that's like not a grade 1 or a grade 2, and even some grade 3s, he has a handicap. So we'll start the card here today. I believe we'll be kicking off with Ice Crash, a 4-year-old colt who should be racing in a 10 furlong open contest. And we'll go ahead and go trackside. And yes, we are kicking off with the 4-year-old colt Ice Crash here in Miami. 10 furlongs on the turf. Not great odds here for Ice Crash. The favorite is the 8-horse Solid Blonde. And we'll see what we can make happen here with Ice Crash. I mean, we can trail and kind of just monitor the pace. Pretty competitive field, though. So we'll definitely have to bide our time, but we'll see what we can do. So when it comes to breeding for this 4-year-old colt Ice Crash, haven't really considered potential mates for him. And I think he's had a pretty decent career. Like, I remember when we finally decided on who his parents were going to be, and then we obviously went forth with the breeding. I think we did it during one of our live streams, actually, a couple of years ago, which feels like forever ago. Not a bad thing, but nonetheless, we really had no expectations with this horse, I remember. And I think this horse, again, has exceeded expectations because he actually has a pretty high rank. I think he's GR rank 6 or 5 or something like that. Fast pace, 58 and 3. And he's one of those horses that I would say punches above his weight. Like, he seems to run better against tougher competition, even if he doesn't beat per se competition. So we'll try to see if we can get a surprise finish with him here today. Okay, we'll go ahead and get him on the move now. You may have a good drive here, Ice Crash. That horse is going to move out. We still have a good lane here, Ice Crash. Good drive, really good drive for Ice Crash. And this is what I mean. This horse, he's moving. Ice Crash is threatening for the win. Driving. Can't get there. Oh, man, that's exactly what I talk about, man. It gets that close with this guy. That's why I think he's overachieved. Look at Ice Crash almost winning that open there at 10 furlongs. Just almost there. Hats off to the winner. They were not giving up. Any other horse probably would have lost that. With the fast pace, Late Honor, the 5-horse, we lose out by a neck. 38 flat in that last 3 furlongs. Oh, man, what a race. What an effort, guys. We weren't supposed to be anywhere near the top 3, okay? We were supposed to finish, like, well outside the money. We weren't supposed to hit the board. We finished there for the place. We are making a lot of people happy with paydays, at least, that gave us a chance, which I guess in actuality wasn't really a lot of people, but you guys get the point. Like, if you took a chance on Ice Crash finishing like that, you would have had a very, very good payday, okay? And I'd say on me, it's on us, it's on the house. Enjoy yourself. So it's a fantastic result there for Ice Crash. We'll go ahead and roll on here to what I believe will be another open, running 9 furlongs. We'll be heading to the Midwest or the Southwest, however you want to refer to it. Arkansas, kind of that part of the United States. And then after that, I believe we'll be heading up to Montreal in Canada for our grade 2 with our filly, Courtly Navy. All right, as I said, actually we're down here in New Orleans. My apologies, not Arkansas. That is the name of the contest here for this allowance race. But we are in New Orleans, so we did end up heading kind of, not really southwest, but more south in general. And it's a field of 9, so shorter field than usual at Sleepy Ruin, and the heavy favorites. We're not going to pay well for anybody that's actually wagering on us, so kind of coming down here as a really clear winner, this 2-year-old filly. And this should be a good tune-up race for her, so let's close her year out strong with this win. And then she'll be ready for her 3-year-old season, and expect good things for Sleepy Ruin. Feel comfortable with her. She's an easy horse to work with, so should be good times. All right. And it always feels like the closers get out so well, and it's like they never want to be at the front. I swear to you. It's like if I get out with the horse super well, 9 out of 10 times they're a freaking closer. And you know what I mean? The horses that need to be near the front for me always seem to get out the slowest. Can't really make it up. It's a pretty cool shot there. View. I bring it up all the time. Like, guys, for this game to have been made in the late 90s, that's a pretty good attention to detail for what would have been one of the best, most realistic horse racing games at the time, right? That you could have played on a console. So, all right, Sleepy Ruin, let's go ahead and get her on the move here. Okay, good drive, good drive, good drive, good drive from Sleepy Ruin. Good drive. She's got some work to do. She's got some work to do. Go ahead and make her cut to the inside. She's putting in quite the work with Sleepy Ruin. She's going to go ahead and still breeze past these horses. Not feeling great, but she still has enough because, man, she makes it easy. Sleepy Ruin does it in style. A little bit of a rough ride there on the outside, but my goodness, absolutely annihilated that field. And that's exactly what our 2-year-old filly should be doing, and that's why I picked her up, man. She is our most, I think, recently acquired horse. So she makes that open look easy. And that's exactly the type of run. I actually kind of want to go ahead and take a look at that, because usually when I do that, it's hit or miss. Sometimes it takes too much out of the horse, right? When you're swinging that far wide and you're really just trying to get back to covering as much ground as possible towards the inside of the rail. That's always your preference, the inside of the track. For any racers from any sports, right? You want to hug that apex as much as possible. So obviously running her as a closer, I think too much traffic on the inside with 8 horses ahead of you, like having to navigate that. Sometimes if you can do it, you make it work. But I think some of the most skilled jockeys, at least that I've watched internationally, that come from all sorts of different countries and race and just the different events, like they seem to be flexible with moving their horse wherever it's going to be best for the horse to maximize its potential in that final stretch run. I think sometimes when you get too bogged down to running in such a specific way, right? Racing in a certain specific way even, like it kind of bogs you down. So I got her going right here at the perfect time, just kind of gave her a couple of nudges. It was time to go, and then give her that really late swing running 5 wide. But like I said, she made it work, and we clear those horses with ease, and then she's able to dip right back to the inside. So it felt like it was a bit ambitious of a move, but actually she made it work so quickly that even with the slow pace, she takes advantage, beats Stern Saint by 2.5 lengths. And Stern Saint's a pretty decent horse, so Sleepy Ruin, be on the lookout for that filly. Very happy with that performance. Very, very happy. And we'll go ahead and move on to Toronto, heading up north to Canada here for the Grade 2 event, running 8 furlongs, a mile on the turf. Courtly Navy, our 4-year-old filly, is up. She's another rock star, but she's carrying a lot of weight here because she really should be competing in Grade 1s, but unfortunately there are no Grade 1s available for her for the remainder of the year, so we decided to go ahead and drop her to this Grade 2 event. And we go ahead and look at the field. Dear Sun, 11 horse. We know about Dear Sun. One of the best horses in the game is the favorite. We're right next to the 3-year-old filly, and we'll be in post position 10. And it's a pretty competitive field. Formal Image, Double Army, Rude Army, Mental Power, all good horses you can't sleep on. So there's our girl, Courtly Navy. She's been a blast. I think we're undefeated on Courtly Navy, so there is some pressure here. Because Dear Sun, again, is a really good horse. And the fact that she's in this Grade 2 and another beautiful horse here. Like I said, if I have a chance to acquire Dear Sun, if she's available at any time, I will get her. Absolutely awesome filly. Beautiful. She's your favorite. Westcott on board as well. Going to be hard to beat, but if anybody has a chance, it is Courtly Navy here today. Just have to monitor the pace, and Dear Sun will be setting the pace, so ideally just want to make sure we keep ourselves in striking distance of Dear Sun. No more than 2 lengths by the time we get closer towards that 3.5 mile marker or furlong marker. And I think that will give us the best chance of stealing this win here with Courtly Navy. We're going to try to beat the favorite out the gate. It's a good start for both of us. Dear Sun is going to push. I'm going to try to push with Dear Sun because I want to get to the rail. Don't really want to be swinging wide for too long. So we'll go ahead and make that push, and we'll let a couple of horses see if they can get ahead of us. But actually, no, Courtly Navy's fine right here. Dear Sun is absolutely taking off. More than 5 lengths ahead of this field. So like I said, wanting to keep that horse in striking distance because Dear Sun is the type of front runner that is very hard to catch if you don't get on their rear end sooner than later. Fast pace, 46 and 4. That's incredible for Dear Sun. And not even really running to the rail. So, okay, we're going to have to get in position. Here we go. Here we go. Going to have to go and run down Dear Sun. Courtly Navy, Dear Sun, and the Grade 2 Montreal. Courtly Navy, she's got a good run. She's got a great run. Dear Sun may have tired out. Here comes Courtly Navy. And Courtly Navy is going to run down Dear Sun. And we have a visitor to the inside. What a showdown in the Grade 2 Montreal. Whoa, 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 whoa. I called it, man. I called it. Actually, the field was way closer than I thought. Courtly Navy ends up stealing it. She gets it done. Wow, what a Grade 2 event we just had unfold. Courtly Navy gets it done, beating Dear Sun in the 2-horse. Was that Mental Power? I'm pretty sure it was. I told you guys. Mental Power is another one of those good horses that you can't sleep on. Any horse's name I mention in the post parade is a horse that, with my experience, is pretty competitive, and for most players that have played this game quite a while and have experienced some of the best horses and just, you know, some competitive ones, I really thought getting her started to head to the front was actually our winning strategy, right? If you're breaking this down as a jockey, like, that's the winning move right there. I thought, okay, the favorite's right next to us. We can't afford to let the favorite take off knowing they're going to go for the front and then also get stuck behind. And the fact that she kind of let me know she was comfortable running basically in 4th place, 3rd place. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, we don't actually have to run her as far to the back as I thought. I was going to slide her way back into company. And she was like, no, I'm fine here. And like I said, right in striking distance, got her going right there, right before Dear Sun had any time to really react. We just got there. Courtly Navy, such a strong drive, as she's absolutely making a move. And that Mental Power had no idea Mental Power was still down there to our inside, slowly closing in on us with the blinkers there in the blue. Mental Power, the quiet assassin, almost took that away for us. And then the 6-horse as well. I don't know if that was Rude Army. I don't think that's Rude Army getting up there. No, that's not Rude Army. That is Ardent Angel. Yeah. So what a finish for that Grade 2 event. It just goes to show you, man, like, you think the favorite is going to dominate. Dear Sun ends up dropping out the top 3. Courtly Navy gets it done. 2 wins there for Courtly Navy and Sleepy Ruin. Fillies making it work. We move on to our best horse in the racing stables as of now. 18 wins and 20 starts for this Grade 1 Sprinters Cup of Sweet Storm, our 5-year-old mare. It's a 7-furlong sprint, almost a mile. She is the favorite, as she should be. Flying Fan, it's a horse to watch out for. The 11, Kong on board. Tidy Creek as well, the 7-horse ridden by Watkins. And then Spy Pleasure, the 3. Yeah, not a super competitive field, to be honest with you. We really have to watch out for those 2 horses, or excuse me, the 3 horses I just mentioned, especially Flying Fan. Flying Fan really is like a Flying Fan of power. Like, that filly can go when she gets herself in the right motion there. But there is our absolutely beautiful, beautiful girl. GR rank 1, best in the world, is your Sweet Storm. She's been a blast, man. It's been so fun with Sweet Storm. Even losing the 2 races I really wish we would have won with her, which were some of the best and toughest races of her career, if not the toughest races. She's still here, man. And she's here for this Grade 1 that hopefully she can add to her tally of sprinting wins. And I'm not sure if she's close to that title yet, but this would certainly help. There's Flying Fan. I'm telling you, she can absolutely go. We got to watch out for her. So it should be an exciting Grade 1 Sprinters Cup with more fillies. So, yeah, we're rock and roll here with Sweet Storm. All right. Ultra high speed event is right. I'm going for it with Sweet Storm. Here we go. Not a good start. Not a good start for the favorite. She's got work to do. She's got work to do. But fortunately, we do have post position 1, so I can push her. And she'll get right back up to the front here. No harm, no foul, but still not the ideal start. I really wanted to get her out strong, head of the field, establish ourselves. But she's okay. She's comfortable now. Got the tail of the leader. Fast pace 33 and 8. Shocker. And whoever that is running wide, can't really focus on it right now. This is one of those races. We just have to focus on winning. Can't sleep on those other horses we mentioned earlier. Bide our time, bide our time. Here we go with Sweet Storm. Get her on the go. Get her on the go. Here we go. Sweet Storm, she's rolling. She's rolling. Sweet Storm is rolling. She's going to blow past the 3 here. And Sweet Storm going to continue that winning streak on. She does it easy. Can't make it up, man. Sweet Storm is really the best thing out here. She is the sweetest. Just had to get her going at the right time. It's another grade 1 for our girl. 5 years old and still kicking butt. Still kicking butt, man. Can't make it up. Sweet Storm with her Sprinters Cup win. Absolute pat to the horse, because without her, we don't get it done. She makes it work. Like I said, she's a blast, man. She's such a blast. You get her going at the right time, and then it's just off to the races. She beats Tidy Creek and Flying Fan and Spy Pleasure, all of the toughest horses we had to beat in this race, clear by 2 lanes. Clear by 2 lanes. Yeah, she can do it all, man. Pretty sure she's probably on board for Horse of the Year with Courtly Navy, our 4-year-old filly that won that grade 2 earlier. So that's 3 wins for the girls, man. That's a sweep for the girls. That's a sweep for the ladies. It's a sweep. You gotta love it. You gotta love a sweep. Gotta love it for the girls. Sweet Storm, Courtly Navy, and Sleepy Ruin all getting it done. As you see, Sweet Storm, GR rank 1. Courtly Navy, GR rank 6. And Sleepy Ruin moving up to GR rank 76 already. Keep in mind, she's only 2 years old, Sleepy Ruin. So already climbing the leaderboards here internationally. HRG Stables looking good. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the card in another video here, because we still have 3 races left to go, which will be another open contest going 10 furlongs. And then 2 grade 1s, especially. So we want, or excuse me, a grade 1, and I believe, actually, no, we ran 4 already. So I think just the 2. We just have the grade 1, if I'm not mistaken, with Bless My Path. That's running 12.5 to Winter GP, and that's in the last week anyways. And then, yeah, Sudden Beat will be up and open. So only 2 races. Hell Ruby is ready to go. I don't know if there's anything for her. 2-year-old filly running 9 to 13 furlongs. We can give her a last tune-up. That would be pretty nice. Could put her in this grade 3. She doesn't carry a handicap. I really want dirt horses. Actually, she's capable of running on the dirt. You know what? Let's go ahead and add a little bit of a surprise contest in here. The Sunrise grade 2. I think she can do it. It's a furlong shorter, but it's a mile. Like, you mean to tell me a horse with 80 stamina, 65 speed? She's not going to be fast. The idea is to use her endurance and front-running capability to just outlast the other horses in that mile. I don't have any other horses that are capable of running on the dirt. Sleepy Ruin just getting that win there. Arctic Crop. He carries a handicap. There's no race for him to run. He's not good on the dirt anyways. Yeah, I don't have any other dirt horses. Hell Ruby is the closest. So it's one of our in-house fillies, actually, from our in-house breeding. So it's actually nice to know that she has some turf and dirt flexibility. Look at that growth type, too. I forgot. Hell Ruby is going to be an absolute blast at her prime. It's going to be an awesome career with her. I'm telling you guys, watch out for Hell Ruby here. She might compete with Sweet Storm. I'm not saying like undefeated streak, but in terms of winning a lot and only losing a couple of races, I could totally see that in her trajectory. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and test her out on the dirt, because even though it's a mile shorter, I want to see what she's capable of. I know she's 2 years old. Putting her in a grade 2 is a tough task, but you know what? Depending on how well or not well she's able to do, it will give us an answer. But I think that'll be it. Fast Navy, another horse, carries a handicap. Can't run an open. Same with Arctic Crop, I believe. So, unfortunately, our horses are so good that we can't even drop them to these lower races here. 143, as you saw at that handicap with Arctic Crop. So, yeah, I think we'll close out with just a grade 1, a grade 2, and an open, which should be good. Black Wonder, 8 to 12 for this 3-year-old colt. Could you run in an open? Quite the handicap. Really good horse, though. 7 wins and 10 starts, GR ranked 7. Finished 4th last time in the Continental. You know what? I think we'll do that for Black Wonder. It is going to be quite the challenge for him. He's a good enough horse. It's an open, so easier competition. And he'll be in the green, but I think that gives us a stacked card to close out the year the next episode. So we just added 2 additional races. There are 2 opens, a grade 2 and a grade 1, running quite the distance. So some endurance athletes for those of you that like the endurance racing. A lot of that coming up to close out the year, and then we get our awards, which I cannot wait for. So appreciate you guys for love and support. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and we'll be back with some more horse racing action here soon. Until next time, HRG signing out. You have a great and fantastic day. We'll see you later, and goodbye.